My name's Jacob T, and I've been running my own company for about 3 years now. And for a long time, I've wanted to make videos that are kind of based around the backbone of why my company became successful, why all my dreams began to come true, and why I got results. And the backbone for that was self-improvement. My information diet, the things I took in, the people I began to spend time with, virtually or in real life. And I think it would be nice to have a medium to kind of take the collateral of what's in my head, the inner monologue that I tell myself a lot, that I use as a tool set to push myself further, to push my business further, and the kind of conversations I have, high value conversations I have with people around me in real life as well. And I think this is the perfect vice to do that with. That being said, there's a subject to this video. And the subject is, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently through my own art as an artist. I've always been an artist. And one thing that has always been on my mind is that feeling that we're all familiar with as creatives, that we hate our work, that we don't feel good about it, that we spend all this time pouring all this energy into something that we're supposed to be proud of. Yet we look at it and we don't like it. And I don't think that's a great state to be in all the time. But I think there's a time when it is exceptionally telling and you can use it to extrapolate an entire set of information about where you are right now in your journey as a creative. And what that is that I have had periods and periods of time where I create art piece after art piece after art piece, and I love it. And I still love it to this day, years later. And I think it's amazing. And then I have pieces of art that I create that a day later I hate. And even now I hate. It's rare I come back around and begin to like something I hated when I first made it. And then I go through phases where everything I make, this is where I've been recently, everything I make, I don't really like. Through journaling and some self-awareness, a tool set I have built over the last 4 years on my self-improvement journey, 5 years now actually. And I think when we feel dismissed by our own art and our own results, like we didn't do good enough, I think that's a sign of growth. I think it's a sign that we have outgrew our previous self in the work we previously did, in any sense. And I think that it's time you change it up. I think it's time you put the foot down, even if it's changing it up, and something as simple as your pace, your efforts. Something in you has excelled the previous versions of you that created those previous things. Even if you still like the previous stuff you made, the stuff you make now you might not like. And I think that's a sign of growth. It is growth. And as I began to detect that in myself, I began to push myself out of my bounding box I'd created for myself and try some new things and take some different stances in the way I was approaching my art. I began to also try and drop some efforts of perfectionism, and through that, I saw a bit of growth. I saw me creating that art that sparkled again, even in my own eyes. So if you're in that place right now where you hate everything you're creating, and this expands over your entire life, not just as a creative or in your work or the meaningful work that you do, but you hate the things you do, you hate the things you wear, you hate what you listen to, you hate what you watch. This is a sign that something in your subconscious mind has outgrew your conscious mind. I'm going to say that again. This is a sign that something in your subconscious mind has outgrew something in your conscious mind. So you have to change the circumstance and let that paradigm shift be what it is. I'm done. I'm not doing any of that YouTube bullshit. Thanks for watching. That's that.